Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jordan from Boss Life in Progress. Welcome. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how you can leave and or quit your job with a little class. So if you're interested, stay tuned.
Hey guys, Jordan here. I just wanted to quickly talk to you guys about the Boss Vault. The Boss Vault is where I keep a lot of my trainings, the recordings, I keep templates and blog posts that don't end up on my blog, and just a lot of great information for you. So if you're looking to jumpstart your career, make sure you check out the Boss Vault. The link will be down in the description below.
Alright, so the first thing we're going to talk about when it comes to leaving your job is actually committing to leaving your job. A lot of times we like to puff out our chest and say, you know what, I'm quitting, this is it, I'm done, hate it here, and then we're still sitting there the next day, a year from now, 5, 10, 15 years from now. So the first thing that you want to do is actually commit to leaving. I know it's a crazy concept, but you have to realize that we as human beings, like our mindset and our psyche is really entwined in the things we do. And if we don't commit to something and really put our mind to it, there's no way we're going to end up doing it. So you actually have to commit to leaving in order to leave. Number 2 is going to ruffle a couple of feathers, but try to give at least 2 weeks notice when you are trying to leave. I did research for this topic and I saw in the comments of like Instagram and YouTube, people were saying, well, companies don't give me notice when they fire me, or in at-will states, they can just fire me whenever they want to, so why do I need to give them 2 weeks notice? It's not so much about them, it's more so about you and your reputation and how you want to be perceived. So if you're out here ghosting jobs, if you're out here not able to have these hard conversations, then that says more about you than it does about the company. The company is a big conglomerate or whatever, small conglomerate of people who are literally just trying to do what they gotta do in order to make a profit. And so it's not like one person that's trying to be rude to you. It's just kind of a culture and a system that we really need to change. But at this point in time, you're leaving and it's not your problem anymore. And so you want to go out in a respectable and classy way, regardless of how the people were or how the entire, company is. So just keep that in mind. You want to respect yourself above all others, and you want to make sure that your reputation is not ruined for that one amazing, I'm going out in a blaze of glory by cussing out my boss at 4:55 on a Friday. So let's not do that. Let's try to give at least 2 weeks. Make sure you check in your state if there are any legal requirements that you have to do something longer than that. But mostly in the United States, it's a 2-week notice. 3, keep it on the low. Do not go around telling people that you're quitting, that your time has come, you're getting up out of here. Because one, if you haven't told your boss already, it's going to get back through the grapevine that you're quitting, and now you have to have an even more uncomfortable conversation with your boss who may be blindsided. And 2, you want to make sure that you're getting your ducks in order, you're getting your ducks in a row before you start letting the world know that you're leaving. And that takes me to number 4, which is to finish up your project. Again, you want to respect yourself above all else, but you also want to realize that reputation does matter, especially if you live in a place where, the community is small or whatever and people talk, right? And so you want to make sure that you are keeping your reputation intact and being respectable. And so you always want to leave on a good note. You always want to make sure your projects are done. You have a transition plan in order, and we're going to talk about transition plan in the next point, but you want to make sure you have your transition plan in order so that it goes smoothly for you and for them, so that in the off chance that you have to come back, it's not going to be difficult. And number 5 is the actual resignation. Now I'm going to break this down into 3 parts. So you have the letter, the meeting, and then the transition plan. The letter is super simple. It does not have to be complex. I have a template that you guys can check out down in the description below, so make sure you go and check that out. The meeting, we prefer to have them in person or over a Zoom call so that you can see the face and see everything. But if it needs to be a phone call, by all means let it be a phone call. But you want to make sure that you have your letter on hand, and you want to make sure that they have an email copy of it as well. You also want to make sure that you talk about in this meeting or maybe a follow-up meeting about your transition plan. Your transition plan is basically how you're going to try to make the transition as smooth as possible within these next 2 weeks. Now, it doesn't have to be grandiose, it doesn't have to be crazy. If they're going to have someone fill in for you, just show them the ropes, give them the quick and expedited tour of what you do, and then move on from there. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Make sure you finish your projects and the things you're working on currently, so that, or to the best of your ability, so that it is a very smooth transition and you're being respectable of not only your time, but their time as well. I did a video about the Great Resignation, and you can catch it up here in down in the description below. But what I wanted to really get across in that video was that there are tons of job vacancies opening up, and we don't want to be the last to hop on this trend. If you feel like you need to get out of a bad work environment, or you just need a promotion and what you're doing right now is not enough, it's not serving you. So make sure you go and check out that video as well. And bonus tip, let's talk about a counteroffer, because sometimes when you go in there and you're very firm and you say, I'm done, I'm quitting, that's it, they can come back maybe a couple days later and offer you a counter offer, whether that be an increase in money, job title, or all of that and responsibilities, everything above, right? And so what you need to take into consideration is A, do you have something lined up that's better than this counter offer? And then B, do you actually want to, what made you want to quit? And is this money, job title, whatever they're offering, is it enough for you to stay? That's something that you're gonna have to decide based on your experiences and what you actually want for yourself in your career at that point. So make sure you go and check out that video as well as this video and this video, that are really going to help you start setting yourself up for an excellent job search. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.